matchup here tonight, don't we, Brent, with two of the top teams in the league set to go at it.
Yeah, this is one where you might put your phone on vibrate, turn the lights down a little bit, go ahead and have dinner early, because this one is going to be a great matchup, and you don't want to miss a play.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Jay Crowder. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Morant outside. Back to Brooks. Morant outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul grabs the board.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And he comes up with the deuce.
This Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now, here's Bain. Morant passes to Brooks. 17-foot shot on the way. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Booker against Bain. And Booker kicks to Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. Bain passes to Adams. Memphis moving it around. And it's Morant missing. And it's Paul penetrating. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's Booker. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Here's Brooks. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Here's Paul. Booker outside. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. From about 19 feet. Good D by Booker.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Bain against Booker. 16 feet away. It's rebounded by Memphis. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that fourth.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Booker against Bain. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Here's Morant, and the layup is good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Spins. Kicks it out to Booker. The tray. Keeps it alive. Here's Hayton. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Bain. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Now, here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Picked him clean. Got a piece of it. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson Jr.
Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Here's Paul. Here's Hayton. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Phoenix shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
And that one is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's UTS team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center. Morant with it, Bridges covering. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's Memphis. Morant outside. Passes to Jackson. Adams sets the pick for Jackson. And the pass to Adams.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D. You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Here's Paul. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Kicks it out to Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got his second bucket. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there's some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism to the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
And here's Morant after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Morant looking around. Adams trying to free himself up. Bridges with some nice defense. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. No good from Booker. For Memphis, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Bridges kicks to Johnson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And it's the Suns with the ball, following the score by Memphis. And it's good, 2 points. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers.
For the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough.
Shooting one.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right.
And in it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Driving inside. Johnson, a wide open look, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Morant against Bridges. And it's Morant missing. Phoenix leading by 5.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Bain passes to Morant. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Bridges outside. Stolen by Brooks. Grizzlies have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
There's 45 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Morant outside. Damian Lee is checked in for Chris Paul. He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
John Morant, shooting 1.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Johnson kicks to Bridges. And Adams sends it back. And they'll keep possession. And that one's good, Ayton. The Grizzlies have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the 2nd quarter. They're 5 for 9. Brooks against Booker. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Pass to Adams. 3 seconds left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. Thank you, David. And whoop.
Your Suns, 29. The Grizzlies, 28.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Crowder, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Grizzlies also making a change. Williams is checked in, so with Paul on the bench. Here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Andrew Shaman is out there with Lee. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then there's Saric. And it's Landale in at the 5 spot. Phoenix has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And they're able to recover. Landale hit the bucket. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Pass to Concho. Kicks it out to Jones. Into the lane. Gonna go that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Good on the shot. Now it's a 3-point Suns lead.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Passes it to Concho. Got a hand on it. Here we go, one-on-one. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Here's Saric. The pass to Landale. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Saric, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
High IQ play there from Saric. The Croatian has all sorts of moves, and then the counter to those moves. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason of the 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Pass to Concho. And he drives in.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Shamet with it. Kicks to Crowder. Takes the 3. And he converts the layup. Shamet's got his second basket. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Shamet, the pass to Saric. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Saric playing confident now. There was no hesitation that time.
Pass to Tillman. Kicks it to Jones. Here's Conchar. He has 6. Crowder pulls it in.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Taking 2 shots. Timeout called for Memphis. T-shirts could be coming your way. The loudest fans get shirts. Make some noise, Phoenix, for your Suns Breaker Dance Crew. Fans, that was your Suns Breaker Dance Crew.
That free throw good from Shamet.
And already at such a young age, Landry Shamet considered one of those critical role pieces for a very good team. Sky's still the limit for where he can get to. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Second team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
No good from Lee. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Brooks. Outside, Jones. Stolen. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
The key for Horens is to be out there and be aggressive, because when he plays assertive like this, he's going to draw some fouls.
And he's good on the second. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. There's the pass to Jackson. Back to Jones. Lets it go from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. The Suns on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Memphis, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. And Booker kicks to Payne. Offline with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ayton against Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. Back to Jackson. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Shoots over Bridges. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Jackson. Booker against Bain. Out to Sharge. Here's Booker, and the rejection by Jackson. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Morant. Adams, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Booker the pass to Bridges. He kicks it to Payne. 5 to shoot. Suns moving the ball around. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance to take the lead. And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 21 in the game.
Suns timeout.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
And Phoenix making a change. Johnson's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
All right, thank you, David. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets. Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Brooks. Jackson kicks to Morant. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. He's got 24.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Johnson outside. Out to Payne. Kicks it out to Johnson. Bangs home the trifecta.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Morant outside. Pass to Bain. Got a piece of it. Bain looking around. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Bain finds Brooks. Outside, Bain. Brooks setting the pick for Jackson. It's over Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
At the stripe, Jackson, more than capable. But can he do it when it matters most?
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that ties the game up.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Now here's Payne. Booker dishes to Johnson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. On defense, Memphis. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And here's Johnson outside. Drops in the tray.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Pass to Adams. On the wing, Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And for the Grizzlies, John Morant taking 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
Previous play is under review.
Use of technology, we've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Take a break. 2 shots. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though, and the second of 2 is good. That brings them within 2 here.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. Booker with a deep 3. Pins the 3.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And then Morant slams it in.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Now Booker. Payne up top. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball.
All right, everyone. Greetings from looking at tonight's matchup. Both front courts are outstanding. This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be the big men in the spotlight in this one. Rebounding and everything in the paint. This should be a great showdown. Strength versus strength.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Towns. Back to Prince. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Moran. Pass to Jackson. And that one drops for him.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot. No problem.
Towns with the ball. All sorts of time. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And that one falls for Gobert.
What an outstanding defender. Gobert's combination, in my opinion, of size and length is tough to match up against. Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Back to Moran. Pass to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Moran into the lane. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
So it's Minnesota now. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Back to Russell. Double team on Russell. Here's Towns. Offline with a 3. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Prince. Jacks up a 3. He can't get it to go. And Memphis taking it the other way now. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Outside Moran. On the take. Moran with the slam.
As creative as they come, John Moran has a style that's specifically his.
Russell against Moran. Russell to pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Russell against Moran. And then Moran with the jam.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Moran. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Russell to pass to Towns. From downtown, here's Gobert. Another shot, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
A ferocious presence on the boards. Most nights, Gobert has more rebounds than points.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Morant. Russell with the rebound.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
A minute 6 left in the first quarter here. Oh, misses the dunk. Minnesota in the lead. Towns for 3. That shot off the mark. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Correct.
Oh, did you see that? Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. Can't get it to drop. That'll count. No good that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Grizzlies out in front, up by 1. And we've got...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Yeah, just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Shot is good by Edwards.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Russell to pass to Towns. Fires the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends. Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
As for Dillon Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, B.A., he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
And it's Morant missing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Edwards. Great D that time from Bane.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And here's Morant outside. Great positioning on the putback.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Russell to pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. From deep, Morant. Knocks down the long J. Morant's got 13 now.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Pass to Towns. Launches a three. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got 4 rebounds now. The three from Bain. Knocks it down from distance. And now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
Efficient from range, Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
And watch out, watch out!
Get out the way! Awesome.
Get out the way!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Adams. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. Into the lane. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Here's Brooks. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And he drives in. Back to Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bain. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
The three from Bain. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Bain's got 6.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bain, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Pass to Edwards. He takes it in, and Edwards slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Here's Morant. That one goes. Count it. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Towns for 3. That shot is off. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Pass to Tillman. Inside, here's Jones. And a nice finish on the layup. Jones has gotten his first points in this one. All right, Smitty, let's talk defense. Yes, that side of the ball. What makes a great defensive player in today's game?
I think the #1 thing for me is grit. Also, D is about heart and desire. The best defenders never take a play off. They play hard all the time. They also study film, and a lot of playing defense is mental. To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And another basket for Memphis. The Timberwolves trail. Outside, Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Reed. The three is up. Jones grabs the board. Here's Tillman. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Lets it go from deep. And he dunks it down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Anderson for three. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Williams on the wing. They set the pick. Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Fires from deep. Memphis the rebound. The three ball. And he can't get that one. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Now here's Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Soft touch off the glass.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Here's Conchar. Pass to Williams. Here's Tillman. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
To the middle. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Jones. Over to the wing. Here's Conchar. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Here's Noel. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Tyus Jones.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
A line change here for Memphis. So hits one and misses one at the line. Pass to Moran. From the arc. Pure from three-point range. Morant's got 18.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the 3 a little bit more.
Now Reed releases. Another miss by Minnesota.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. Takes the 3. And it's Bain with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
There's Jackson with the 3. Second chance shot. Adams.
Possibly the strongest guy in the league, Steven Adams, forces defenses to be assertive with him.
That free throw no good.
At the line for Memphis, Steven Adams.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Edwards. Deflected.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. Second team foul.
We know he can pass it. He's a tough defender, and Desmond Bain can shoot it from all over.
And here's Morant. From deep. And so it's Memphis. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And their defense has stood out, wreaking.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Well, the Grizzlies' shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
What timing by Steven Adams. Exceptional job reading the shot and coming up with the putback slam.
Pass to Towns. 4-3. Prince. Nice persistence to tip it back in.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. And it's all from three-point range. Now here's Brooks.
Timberwolves foul. Torian Prince. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Grizzlies now. From deep, Moran. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Jackson outside. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. 6 to shoot. The turnaround. Good. And the setup by Moran.
Not just a floor spacer with the jump shot. Jaren solid also from the mid-range.
Russell against Moran. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Going inside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Bain's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson gets the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
He can beat you from the outside and the inside. Jaren Jackson's versatility and his skill set is a huge asset for this team.
Towns for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Edwards. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
Pulls it from the top of the key, and Moran gets it to go. Morant's got 22 points. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Wow, what a forceful drive by Towns. Going hard at the hoop and picking up a good foul along the way.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Moran against Russell. Back to Moran. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moran. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Minute 32 left to play in the 4th quarter. Moran against Russell. Pass to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Jackson outside. And here's Bain, guarded by Edwards. Bain against Edwards. Brooks outside. From deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this 4th quarter.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
And another miss by Memphis.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Pass to Towns from deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd.
we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Edwards against Booker. Here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot, and it's good for 2.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now here's Ayton. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Towns. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Russell against Paul. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Here's Towns. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here, following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Paul driving the lane. Booker the pass to Bridges. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside, Russell kicks to Towns. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
That gives them the lead.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Outside, Russell pass to Towns. They get a hand on it. Paul with the steal. Here's Booker. Gobert pulls it in. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-park strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And here is Paul. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns, kicks it out to Booker. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 7 points.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Russell inside, defended by Paul, and stolen by Booker. Bridges dishes to Booker. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Sneaky, sneaky. Paul not accounted for in the offensive glass, and he makes them pay for not paying attention to him.
Booker against Edwards. Gobert down low. Tries again. Takes it off the glass.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Paul. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Johnson in the corner. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Johnson's got his second bucket.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Russell. It's hauled in by the Suns. Now Ayton. Got it off in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Suns lead by 5.
The Suns.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns. And Minnesota has possession. It's a 5-point game. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Bridges outside. Towns with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
There's the lob to Towns. Bridges with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Oh, here's Edwards to the paint. Here's Gobert. Great pass to set up the layup. Gobert's got 6.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
A nice shot by Booker. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Outside Russell. Outside Towns. Here's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Paul's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Johnson. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Johnson.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Now, here is Russell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Edwards drives in and finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Paul. Pass to Johnson. Suns moving the ball around. Drives to the hoop. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Now here's Paul. For three, Bridges. Another three for Phoenix.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Edwards with it. Ooh, what a slam! Oh, what a slam!
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And Booker kicks to Paul. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway lane. Russell's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, multi-dimensional score. Hard to match up with Russell in that kind of space.
Ball against Russell. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards drives in. Towns in the corner. The pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now here's Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Prince. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Edwards finds Russell. Paul with the steal. Deflects the pass. Back to Booker. Outside Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
Ayton sets the pick for Bridges. And that one released in time, but no good. All right, Dave, thank you.
And get ready for the Jabberwocky!
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Lee, Jake Crowder out there with Sharge. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Landale in at center. Here's Shamet following the 3 by Minnesota. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here's Noel. Passes it to Reed. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
That one misses. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era, and look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Anderson in the post. Charge is there. Anderson passes to McDaniels. Here's Noel. Drains it from beyond the arc. Noel's got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Shamet kicks to Lee. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's stolen by Sharch. And here we go. Sharch, the fast break chance. Anderson with the block. One-on-one fast break. Back to Reed for the three. Landale grabs the miss.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Sharch inside. That shot misses. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Noel passes to McDaniels. Here's the screen. Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. The baseline jumper goes down. McLaughlin's got his first 2 points.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
Now, here's Shamet. Defense is right there. Crowder, the pass to Landale. It's good. Landale's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Noel. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Noel's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Outside Crowder. There's the drive. Here's Landale. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anderson right side. McDaniels passes to Anderson, and it's blocked. Outside Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And the shot goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Now, here's Shamet. He's covered closely. Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Now, here's Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Saric gets the lead. And there's the pass to Landale. 6 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good. Landale's got 6. Here's Noel. Takes it inside. They swipe it. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. The Timberwolves on top, leading by just 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Back to Paul. Booker outside to take the lead. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Passes it to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Towns dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
How about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson to tie it up. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Minnesota again turning it over.
Phoenix ball.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. To take the lead, Bridges right side. Kicks it out to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Ball against Russell. Outside, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Paul looking around. Bridges outside. On the wing, Booker. From outside the arc, another 3 for Phoenix.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Pass to Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Towns finds Russell. The kick out to Towns. 5 on the clock, poked away, and taken away by Paul.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
It's a lack of focus, that's all it is. But it can be a wake-up call for teams that have gotten too careless, but rules are rules.
Count that one. And now a 5-point Phoenix lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns. Russell pushes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Now here's Paul. Bridges up top. They get it back.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Russell against Paul. Towns a screen on Paul. Johnson with the block. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Paul passes to Johnson. Edwards against Booker. And finished off by Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. And stolen by Russell. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Booker. Shoots the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Russell passes to Edwards. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
He is a great kid. I love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Russell kicks to Towns. Off target with his 3. And here's Booker. He dishes it to Paul. So the Suns win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really...
Welcome fans to 2K Sport, and we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Morant outside. Not going to go that time. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. Beyond the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks outside. It's stolen by Johnson. Here we go. Here's Bridges. The kick out to Johnson. Here's a 3 from Paul. Fires in the triple.
And good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper. After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jared Culver.
And stolen by Morant. Brooks the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Memphis. Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
BA, I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was, and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Morant with the slam!
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Johnson against Morant. Inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's Payne. Outside Morant. Driving inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
The first free throw is good. And Morant drops them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Outside Paul. Out to Bridges. The 3. He goes up again. And Ayton with the lay-in.
It's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Morant against Paul. Left side Morant. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. And here's Booker. Back to Bridges. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Bridges has got 5 points.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Booker with it. Jackson in his pocket. Bridges. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 7.
He's so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
Here's Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the dunk. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. The turnaround Jay. And another basket for Phoenix.
Now how smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
Outside Morant. No good on the triple. Outside Paul. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Suns ahead. They lead by 1.
On your feet, fans.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Drills it from deep.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Morant. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Paul. The Suns leading. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Paul. Here's the 3. Here's Ayton. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Morant against Paul. Pass to Johnson. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we talk about the offensive rebounding ability, and they're all about Ayton's timing. What a dunk.
Morant against Paul. Outside Bain. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And he recovers it. Jackson on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. Brooks with it. And it's Paul picking him up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
Paul against Moran. Outside for Booker. The three is up. Drops in the three. Booker's got 5 points.
Well, Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Pass to Brooks. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Adams with the ball. Here's Bain. And Booker pulls it down.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans, going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Booker for three. Offensive board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Jackson with it. And it's Paul picking him up from deep. Morant. Bain. Tip back in for two.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Booker with it. He's got 5. The long distance three is buried. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better. That time from way outside.
A line change here for Memphis. Phoenix making some changes. Here's Jones.
Make some noise for your Grizzlies Breakers. And those are the Grizzlies Breakers, everyone.
To the paint. Here's Aldama.
Suns foul. Damian, first personal foul. First team foul.
7 seconds left in the second quarter. Jones finds Williams from deep. Here's Tillman. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first.
With the score, your Grizzlies 28, the Suns 31.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
They've got Xavier Tillman. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Pass to Jones. Back to Conchar. From outside the arc. That shot off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. He shoots. Crowder, that's good.
And you can't forget about Jay out there in transition and getting to the right spot on the floor.
Outside Jones. Down low. Here's Aldama. Back to Jones. On the wing, Conchar. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another miss by Memphis. Well, Phoenix is shooting about 56% in this one. Pass to Shamet. Lee on the wing. Here's Landale. And the layup is good. And it's a 7-point Phoenix lead.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Pass to Tillman. It's hauled in by Landale.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
In transition, here they come. Williams with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Here's Conchar. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And the call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul of the game. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Jones. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Here's Shamet. The shot, no good.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Adams checked in for Tillman. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. Brooks, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Shamet, hounded by Morant. Saric against Jackson. Saric goes in. Count it. And the Suns lead by 8.
And for a big player, Saric can get in there and get fluid. Nice finish.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Here's Crowder. Pass to Landale. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
The free throw dropped for Brooks. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Conchar. The Grizzlies have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Morant with it, now guarded by Booker.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
The Suns have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Paul. Up top, Booker. No one near him. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella. Stay out of the way!
Wow!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. To the inside. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 9.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
From deep, Morant. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Ball passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Here's Paul. Outside Booker. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. To the middle. Stolen by Ayton. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. The Suns on top, leading by just 2. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so, in the game for Phoenix, Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Morant. Rebounded by Johnson. The Suns leading. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
With a dynamic burst, Morant has such a strong driving ability, which really helps open up his mid-range game.
And Booker puts up a deep 3, and it's Booker again missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And stolen by Bridges. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Suns.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Ja Morant picks one up.
Booker looks so often to shoot from the perimeter or coming off of screens. You got to stay down on his pump fake.
Both good from the line that time.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Back to Payne. Knocked away. Paul with a steal. Here's the break. And Ayton with the stuff.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Oh man, just gets it down.
Nice.
That's spectacular.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Outside Booker. From downtown. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Just such a gifted scorer. I mean, Devin Booker, a guy that drops 70 once in a game. You got to be kidding me.
Morant, the pass to Bane. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Ball finds Booker. The 3-ball. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 14 points now in the second half. Memphis calls timeout. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He's not happy with the flow and the tempo. They've been vulnerable along the perimeter. He feels they've done a good job preventing points in the paint, but that's just not enough at this stage of the game.
And Allie, thanks. And then Morant with the dunk.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Outside Johnson. And the Suns get another 3.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Hauled in by Paul.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range. The shot comes out. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Payne with it. Now guarded by Booker. Stolen by Booker. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Count it!
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Here's Phoenix. Outside Paul. Bridges outside. The kick out to Paul. Suns keep it alive. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 5 to shoot. Bridges, a screen on Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Grizzlies ball.
From deep, Morant. Doesn't go for him. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Edwards with the block.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Prince against Bain. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson kicks to Bain from deep three-point range, and it's Russell with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Adams' shot is good.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
Russell looking it over. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Now here's Towns. Over Jackson. Towns, no luck. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Here is Russell. The Grizzlies making the shot. Pass to Edwards. Driving inside. And Edwards with the stop.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving, no doubt whatsoever.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Adams with the screen on Russell. Morant with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Prince's shot is good.
This guy has spent his career underrated. Prince can stretch the defense and do a lot of little things for you.
Here's Morant. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Edwards against Bain. Fires from the wing. Kept alive, Minnesota. Second chance effort, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
Now here's Towns. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lock at 6. Gobert with the pass to Edwards. Over Bain. No good off the back of the rim. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Edwards looking it over. There's the 3. That shot off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert.
Dylan Brooks.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And here's Russell after Dylan Brooks was able to get the triple. Towns, no luck. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And it's Memphis with another.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Bain against Edwards. Towns for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
But terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Morant, that's for 2. Doesn't go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. There's Russell with the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Morant. And that one goes long.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Edwards going inside.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Morant against Russell. Morant with another miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Towns wide open. And again, it's Minnesota converting. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Brooks misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Towns down low. Jackson on him. The offensive rebound, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson against Towns. Gobert with a screen for Towns. Another shot. Gobert can't hit. Memphis trailing here.
2 minutes.
It's Brooks on the wing, guarded by Prince. Russell against Morant. Can they get it? Jackson kicks to Morant. Clock is at 3. And again, Memphis no good. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Outside Edwards. Towns for three. Another miss by Towns.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate. Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Counted. Edwards got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Behind the back and lays it in. Morant's got 8.
You know, I like that he didn't go for the straightforward layup. He gave us a little something extra right there.
Edwards dishes to Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
Pass to Bain. On deep. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns down low. Adams defending and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And Towns drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Outside Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
And superb job by Morant making sure to contest without fouling.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves ahead, up 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Williams, and it's Tillman in at the 5 down low. Conchar can't get it to go.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Williams against Prince. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Williams. Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. From beyond the arc and then some. Towns has got 7 points.
A whole lot of everything from Karl Anthony Towns, the big who can stretch you from distance.
To the middle. Here's Conchar. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Memphis shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
John Conchar taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Russell against Jones. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. 90 seconds now into the second half. Williams can't get it to go. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Passes to Tillman. Down low, Towns with the steal. It's Prince on the wing, defended by Jones. Prince, the pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
Aldama passes to Concho.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The pass to Aldama. Here's Concho. Shot clock at 5. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Edwards. Towns for 3. Rebound by Williams. The Grizzlies trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Aldama passes to Tillman. Here's Conchar. Edwards defending. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Timberwolves call time.
Timeout. Give it up for your Timberwolves Dexter. It's time for Dexter.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Here they come. Now headed to the floor.
Here's Morant. He's got 11. Left side Adams. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Morant.
And how about the assertiveness from Morant, wasting no time firing. Love his approach.
Towns sets the pick for Russell. Towns down low. Jackson on with the fadeaway. Gobert. That one goes. Count it. Gobert's got 10 points.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Here's Morant. Here he goes.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Jackson against Prince. It's tipped and stolen by Prince. Gobert down low. Good, and as this goes to town. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves lead by 4. On target center. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Morant surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Oh!
My goodness.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you young fella.
Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. Back to Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair. Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Here's Russell, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The first one falls.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic. He's confident, he can score it, and he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Towns against Jackson. Shakes him. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Jackson against Towns. And that one, good. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat, that aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
Brooks with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards passes to Prince. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Morant's against Russell. And that one, good. Morant's got 21 in the game.
And with the pace that Morant plays with, that mid-range is a great option. He can surprise defenders expecting Ja to drive it.
Towns kicks to Prince. A crossover. No good. Nice D from Brooks. Now here's Morant for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert has got 11 rebounds in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you love the aggressiveness D'Angelo Russell plays with. This guy basically dares the defense. Make a play on me here.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he'll be able to go up and knock those down.
Pass to Brooks. Adams with the screen on Prince. Brooks dishes to Adams. Over Prince. Out to Brooks. Shoots. Unable to get that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. So let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Russell against Morant. 1:24 left to play here in the fourth. To the paint. 5 to shoot. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Prince kicks to Towns. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bain. A 3-ball. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Morant. And Morant mows it down.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Towns finds Russell. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Towns. Here's the triple. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's Morant. This is it to Jackson. 3-pointers off the mark. And so Minnesota takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but
And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Outside Edwards, Towns up top. Russell up top. It's Edwards on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the...
Oh,
nice! Big finish!
Man. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Paul passes to Johnson. Outside Paul. Stolen by Russell. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Now here's Paul. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. The 3. Russell with the rebound.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Ayton finds Bridges. Drives to the hoop. The kick out to Paul. Outside Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. 4 on the clock. To the paint. Ayton passes to Paul. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Minnesota ball.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Russell. Down low. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Here's Russell following the score by Phoenix. Back to Towns. From behind the arc. Connects from downtown.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's his excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
Now here's Paul. Up top, Booker. Puts up a 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 5 now.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Russell to pass to Towns. Off the mark there with a 3. Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Bridges. Fades and shoots. Now here's Johnson. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Edwards. The shot won't fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Johnson passes to Ayton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the score by Minnesota. Edwards against Booker. The kick out to Paul. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. And this game is tied up now.
That's a good decision right there to get Paul the ball. He made it look easy on that catch and shoot.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Booker for 3, and stolen by Gobert. Edwards for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The T-Wolves on.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Just 2 to shoot. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Bridges. Paul against Russell. And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got 5 now.
An incredibly hard guy to guard. Paul has such confidence in his handles. That ball's on the string with him.
Paul against Russell. Pass to Towns. Out to the wing. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Paul. Booker with it. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Phoenix foul.
And the league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Towns. He's got 5. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
From the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Get on your feet and get loud, fans.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in.
Dance team, everyone. Get loud for them once again.
Ball against Russell. The kick out to Johnson. Fires the 3. And the Suns get it back. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Prince. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Stolen by Ayton.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Russell against Paul. Russell to pass to Towns. He buries it from 3. Towns has got 8.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Outside Booker. Here he goes. And Booker with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Here's Russell. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Outside Paul. The kick out to Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. He has 7.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Booker fires from way outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat is generally among the best in the league.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Johnson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Johnson's got 9.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
The assist.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Here's Paul driving in. Outside for Booker. He drops it from range.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands. He's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Here's Shamet, guarded by Russell. There's the 3. And the Suns get another 3.
You've got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Russell to pass to Towns. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He gave his all to help his team in that quarter. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Monty Williams, and Coach, certainly some areas to correct moving forward. What have you seen so far?
We had a few breakdowns on defense. We got to recognize personnel giving up.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Landry Shamet is out there with Damian Lee. Then there's Dario Saric. Then there's Jake Crowder. And it's Landale in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Crowder outside. Pass to Landale. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Here's Noel. And here's Reed. Off with the layup. Crowder outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Landale. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 5.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside, Anderson launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder outside. On target from range. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Anderson passes to McDaniels. And the bucket is good.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Crowder with a screen. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And he gets it back. Crowder, that's good. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's McLaughlin. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Anderson inside. Saric covers. Reed for 3. Nails it from 3.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Saric. No luck on that one. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Anderson. Takes the 3. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson with a screen. Clock at 6. Yep, that one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Shaman. Crowder outside. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta. Crowder's got 8.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Noel. With the drive. And that one's good.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
A minute and a half left in the third.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's McLaughlin. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That one's good for 2.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Count the basket. Lee's got 4 points this quarter.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's McLaughlin. To the middle. Back to Noel. And he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Pass to Saric. Here's Landale. Back to Saric. Shot clock at 5. Second chance effort. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Here's Noel. And that's not gonna go. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Suns ahead, up 1. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Jaden McDaniels out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2. Here's Anderson outside McDaniels. Hay hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
And that's an intentional foul. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Here's Booker. To the paint. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. On the break. Knocked loose. And the Suns pushing it up now. The 3 from Ayton. Bridges passes to Ayton. Knocks down the triple. Ayton's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Pass to Edwards. Russell against Paul. Russell to pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
You know, we've become used to seeing Towns own the offensive end of the floor. Just lets the game come naturally to him.
Outside Booker. 4-3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Paul against Russell. Pass to Towns. Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Paul against Russell. Outside Booker. Johnson against Towns. The Suns need to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Russell to pass to Edwards. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in, and Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Ball into the lane. The kick out to Johnson. And the Suns get another 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Russell to pass to Edwards. The reverse. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 5 assists in the game. Phoenix has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Here's Paul. Bridges outside. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Russell against Paul. Paul with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. Outside for Booker. Pass to Paul. Now here's Johnson, defended by Gobert. Here's Booker. Bridges outside. Here's Ayton. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 7.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
The 3 from Russell. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. Now Ayton. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Back to Prince. On the clock. Shot to stop the run. Kept alive by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Fifth